Good day. Well, you've seen in a large number of my videos various guns, but now we're actually going to see those guns, well, two of them at least, in action! Because we are here at Shiloh Gun Range. And of course, joining me as the cameraman is Tim Pedia. I'm not really holding
Hi guys.
up with my force abilities that I don't have. I'm going to be shooting a Smith & Wesson 59-46 9mm, and Tim is going to be shooting the much smaller Ruger Single 6. So now, let's take a short break and go inside. Anyway, of course we have Tim Pedia here struggling to fill out these bits of paper so he can actually shoot here. Let's hope he can figure out most of what this says.
You know.
Now thankfully I've shot here on many occasions, so I don't have to go through all of this. Certainly take him a while to figure out what it has to say.
You know, I'm trying to be careful and read this, okay? And you're just being loud.
And you know, there is something you probably shouldn't agree with on there. Will you agree with it? I don't know. We'll just have to see. This is my Smith & Wesson 49-56 pistol. It fires the 9mm cartridge and has a maximum ammo capacity of 16 rounds. That's 15 down and 1 up, as it were. It's a double action only pistol, and for the many years that I've owned it, has never jammed until the recent recording. The sights for the gun are pretty bad. You see, it's very hard to get a good sight picture on this, but once you get used to it, it's not too hard to actually fire this weapon accurately. Now, as a double action only, you don't have to carry it cocked and locked, as it is always ready to go, but that does mean you have to be safe with it. Otherwise, if you just do this, you're going to get a hole in the floor, basically. Now, this thing does have a mag drop safety, as you can see here, since there's no magazine in it. So that works fairly well. All told, it is a really good weapon. And if you can find one, I'd almost recommend it. It may be fairly old, but it does work well. And this is the weapon that Tim used. This is a Ruger Single 6. It's modeled on the lines of the old Colt single-action Army revolver. It fires a .22 caliber cartridge and is a single action, meaning you have to pull back the hammer each time you want to fire, and it's a good weapon to learn on. It's got a fairly light weight to it and has a fairly short barrel. The sight picture is really quite good. It has a very nice front sight with a highly visible coloration. Very good for highly accurate shooting. Now, as you can see, it does have pearlite grips. These aren't pearl grips and these aren't ivory. This is pearlite. You can't really shoot guns with pearl grips because it'll cause it to crack, and well, it's mainly just for decoration. But pearlite looks like it, and it feels really good in the hand. All told, this is another good weapon as well, and a very good pistol to start on. And now, let's take it to both of us, and let's just talk about how we felt shooting. Alright, and we're back here. It's nice and air-conditioned, and now we're going to talk about what we did. Now, for me, I have a wampus eye, so to speak. I shoot with the wrong eye, and I shoot with the wrong hand, meaning I have to compensate for where I'm aiming at. Now, this weapon, I'm pretty well checked out on this because I've had it for about 5 years now. So I know its ins and outs, and I know how to really shoot it well. One of the things with the 9mm, you just have to sort of let it rock you back because it has a very snappy recoil to it. It's not like a 45 that just gently rocks you.
A 45 gently rocks you?
Believe it or not, it does. But as you can see, I was able to keep him in a very nice pattern here. I kind of missed the head a little bit. As you can see, I did fire a few 22 shots in it, and I did get the top of the head finally. I did kick quite a few out, but as you can see, he's missing his chest, and he'd be really, really dead.
You could just put the barrel through him.
As for Timpedia, he also did pretty good.
I went for the head a lot more than you did.
And as you can see, he's got a really nice pattern here. I told him, you'll probably see it too, to aim for the 6.
And I went a bit high, but I was consistently high.
The fact is, he was able to actually get something.
I was precise, not accurate. For those of you who know scientific method, that kind of thing.
And when he shot the 9mm, he did get a few in the head area. Although
I went pretty high though because of the kick. I wasn't ready for it. Plus, me pulling that trigger was infinitely more difficult. You just probably slide your finger in there and pull the trigger.
Yes, I did.
I had to bend my finger in a hook shape, and there's a lot less muscle in this last joint than there is in your whole finger. So
see, for me, I've got normal-sized hands, where Skeletor over here.
Oh yeah, I've got nice long fingers.
Yeah, skeleton. But all told, for a first shoot with a pistol, did pretty bloody good.
Yep, that's gone. Good. Never have to look at that thing again.
How very, very violent. So, this is General Ots.
And Timpedia.
And we're going to keep them in the 10 ring.